The action and rhythm game genres would logically get along really well. Sound design and music supplements the experience of basically every game in existence, so smacking enemies to a beat sounds like a logically fantastic idea. While several games feature these systems, I haven't played many of them. However, when I spotted Rhythm Fighter, I thought I should change this. Initially released on PC, developer Echo Games brings the title to the Nintendo Switch for an on-the-go rhythm experience. Rhythm Fighter is set in a world where the vegetables have rebelled. Only Mr. Disco can provide you with the power of beats to destroy the evil Commander Chaos and put a stop to his veggie uprising. That's it, that's the whole plot. But with a name like Rhythm Fighter, you're not looking at playing it for an expansive tale filled with gravity-defying plot twists. This roguelike will be throwing you into a series of 4 stages with a randomized order. Your goal is to get to the end so you can throw hands with the evil Commander Chaos and save the Earth. Each level is filled with all sorts of violent produce to slaughter, but you won't ever win by just spamming any particular button. You see, it's important to feel the rhythm and time hits and movements to beat your enemies into non-existence with whatever tools you can find. You begin with only the ability to punch and 1 character skill, but by using your rhythm MMA abilities, you'll be able to clear out rooms and locate chests. These chests contain valuable resources like coins, beat energy, food, hint scrolls, passives, weapons, and tactical equipment. We've got fists, swords, lances, small guns, big guns, and the whole set in terms of weapons. Tacticals, on the other hand, are even more varied and can be anything and everything from boomerangs, shurikens, ceiling fans, fighting game moves like the Power Geyser or Hadouken. The list goes on. I'm really honestly surprised I haven't encountered the kitchen sink. These tacticals increase your maximum health and run on a cooldown. You have no defense stats, so whilst you get stronger tacticals as you go on, the health boost does become more important as enemies slap you for more damage. In the event that you die, which you inevitably will, you lose all of your items and are sent back to Mr. Disco's UFO. You don't lose your beat energy though. This is used in the laboratory to add a few permanent perks to your runs, or at the automat for single run boosts, or you can use it to upgrade your character's star ranks and stats. You only start with 1 character, but you unlock others as you play, each having their own passive skills, stat spread, and ability to suit different playstyles. As you progress through stages, you'll discover that enemies start to tank many hits, which will force you to switch out weapons. This is a good thing and a bad thing. It's good because the shallow RPG element allows for extra longevity in playthroughs. They can be like 20 minutes long. But still, it also limits the amount of freedom you have in runs, preventing you from picking out the weapons you actually care more about. It doesn't take long for the stats to outclass any extra effects your weapon had, and whilst you could theoretically play the long game, the title entices you not to do this. If you can find your way to the boss and kill them fast enough, you'll be able to access a room with extra rewards that can help you significantly in the next stage. You can backtrack once you've gotten to the room, but if you take too long, it'll lock you out permanently. The sound design is where Rhythm Fighter really showcases its skill. Each stage has a particular aesthetic, but each room itself has an array of songs with similar beats, each long enough and different enough to prevent rooms from becoming repetitive. The stages being in a randomized order also helps keep the songs from getting too stuck in your head as they're being constantly reshuffled. The controls can seem picky and weird to match the beats, especially the advanced variations, but they can make for some really chaotic fun. That being said, I stayed with the simplified controls for the most part because they still work fine. You can fine-tune the controls and the settings and alter the timing if the music feels off to you. Rhythm Fighter finds a good home on the Switch as it melds together music and mayhem for fantastic short bursts of gameplay. The sheer variety with all of its characters, randomness, and potential systems makes it a perfect fit for the handheld. Still, the game loop isn't as addictive as I could have hoped for, with some mechanics not really leaving a lasting impression. Noisy Pixel is giving Rhythm Fighter a 7.5 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. Noisy Pixels are dedicated to bringing you guys the best new future previews and more. Please stick around and ring the little bell to stay up to date on all of our future content.